Alright, how you guys doing? Alright, so here, I got my first, heckler or, angered, watcher, I guess you would call it. And, I've been doing this for a little while now, about a couple months, 3 months or so. And, I just wanted to talk about it. You guys can leave me angry tweet comments and stuff, but if you call me a racist, I'm gonna talk about it because I'm not a racist. There's nothing. I'm just coming up here and talking. I don't write the stuff down usually. I just come up here and talk. So if I was a racist, it'd come out. I'm not. And he called me a racist for my video to Comics Explained, to Rob from Comics Explained, who said, make an argument against diversity or forced diversity without sounding racist. So I made an argument against forced diversity. And I guess somebody thought I was racist because he left a comment on there. You can see it. It's on to Comics Explained. My argument against forced diversity is the name of the video. If you want to check that out, if you haven't seen it, this video will make a little more sense if you watch that video. But this is what I got. So let me go through and tell you guys what the fact you call it forced diversity says you don't get the issue to begin with. Well, first off, Rob from Comics Explained said to make an argument against forced diversity. And I did, okay? That was the whole point. I didn't call it forced diversity. He called it forced diversity. He mentioned forced diversity like it was a good thing. In my video is to say nothing forced is usually good. Nothing. Marvel is not forcing diversity. They gave more representation to minority characters. You're calling it that means you're anti-diversity, which comes across racist to someone of color. Well, you know this is a white guy, first off, as soon as he says that. And you know what really ticks me off is white people that think they're the racist police. I try not to touch on racism and that kind of stuff. I mean, if I see something stupid or something that I think is dumb, I'll call it out, but I'm not gonna talk about racism because I don't know. I'm white. So I don't understand why other people think it's their job to be the racist police, especially over something that you don't know. You obviously didn't even know what I was talking about because you're mad because I call it forced diversity when I didn't call it that. I was making Rob from Comics Explained called it forced diversity. I love jackasses who don't even know what you're talking about. Oh, you're racist. You don't know what I'm talking about. How can you call it racism? You're white, first of all, so you really probably aren't the guy to judge what's racist or not. Oh, God, you think you're the savior of the world or something. You want to know something? Here is the race I care about. There's only one race that I care about. The human race. Okay, how about that? I could care less. I don't give a shit about white people. You think I go around going, oh, you're white and I'm white, let's hug. I don't care. I don't give a shit. God, I could care less about other white people or other Irish people or people of my same descent as me. I don't care. It doesn't matter. If we have the same shit in common, it doesn't matter what color skin we are. We'll be friends. I have tons of black friends. I don't have a problem with anything. Anybody of color. I have a problem with assholes that think they're the ruler of the world. So anyways, I had to write this down so I didn't misquote him because I don't want to misquote anybody. I wrote his quote down exactly as he said it. You're calling... Alright, I'll go back to the beginning of this paragraph here. Marvel's not forcing diversity. They've given more representation to minority characters. You're calling it that. Again, I didn't call it that. You're calling it that means you're anti-diversity, which is comes across as racist to someone of color. Okay, I'm not saying all diversity is forced. Again, he missed the point. Then he goes on to name all of the white characters we have at Marvel and why we should be so happy. Again, it's more about the writing than it is the characters of color and how bad they are portrayed. But again, he just misses the whole point of that whole thing. The whole point was to say that forcing people into a job that they're probably not the best, especially cushy jobs like writing comics or something. Like, that's something you should really strive to get into or really want to do. Like, it's a niche job. It's not like a job that, like I imagine the government, like, has a certain quota of types of people they hire, and that's fine. It's the government. But to say, oh, well, everybody should write comics, so even if you don't know anything about them, you should write them. What? No, that's stupid. But anyway, so he goes on to list all the white characters that we should be thankful for. Captain America, Nazi. He's been a Nazi for like 2.5 years now, so he's finally not a Nazi, I guess, at the end of Secret Empire. But he's been a Nazi for 2.5 years, so why would we be happy about that? And I'm not even happy about white characters. It's not like, oh, I just want white characters. I want well-written, well-drawn comics. How about that? Peter Parker, who is written terrible, and he's a globalized Elon Musk, is so stupid. Daredevil, actually a good book. Punished, terrible book. He fought the Hamburglar in the last issue, so that, yeah. Ooh, the Hamburglar. He wasn't really the Hamburglar. He dressed like the Hamburglar, and he pushed people in front of subway trains. And the Punisher couldn't stop him because, I don't know. And he had to get a homeless guy to help him, yeah. Yeah, they really do a good job on these books you mentioned here, dumbass. Iceman. He's freaking gay. They made him gay. Or this is one of the characters you told me that I should be happy about is the gayest man that ever lived, Iceman. I mean, I don't have a problem with gay people, but this isn't really a white straight male representation. Like you said, I love guys who comment that don't know jack shit about what they're commenting about. Old Man Logan, Deadpool, Doctor Doom. We should be happy about still have Doctor Doom, Cable, and Doctor Strange. That's all he could come up with. But then he writes, and more, all white with own titles. Ooh. This isn't about white. This isn't about white. It's about bad writing. I don't have a problem with women. I don't have a problem with anybody. Hispanics, or African Americans, or anybody. I have a problem with bad writing. And more, all white with own titles. Marvel isn't failing. They have the most market shares. Well, they have the most market shares because they put out the most crap. I mean, they put out like 3-1 on DC usually. Almost every week it's 3-1 Marvel to DC. And all of it's like 70% of it could easily get canceled. But they don't because minority characters need representation. No, this is called cheap. You're too stupid to understand cheapness. Because they know cheap dumbasses like you. Or you're not cheap, but Marvel is. See, what Marvel did, and this is what I think, is they figured they make a bunch of these characters, people of color. I hate that stupid people of color. What's that mean? It's so stupid. Everybody's just people, okay? We're all people. We all have a color or a skin color or a pigment, and it doesn't really matter. We're all just people. Again, we're all trying to live our lives and be as happy as we can possibly be. I'm not trying to divide people. No. They get these artists cheap. They use these characters as a disguise, man. They get cheap artists and cheap writers and cheap editors, and they use these like color of characters as a disguise so they can get cheap writers and cheap characters. And when you go, this is terrible. Oh, well, what? A minority can't have a representation? No, you're using it's a scapegoat. You're a scapegoat. You're cheap bastards, and you use that as a scapegoat, and you go, oh, you're racist or sexist because you don't like it. No, I don't like it because it's bad. It's crap. This is a cheap way to do it. And it ain't going to work. Your company's falling. All these SJWs are sticking up for you. They don't read. There's no way this guy's reading these books. Because I guarantee this guy didn't know Iceman was gay. He just, Iceman's white. They just throws crap out there. But yeah, to say that, we have a... It isn't color. I'm not mad because Thor's a woman. America's Thor is written like crap, and she's annoying. They write her so smarmy, and the one punch thing at Marvel has gotten so stale and old. But yeah, I love people that don't know what they're talking about because this guy doesn't know what he's talking about, and he's an idiot. I'm sorry, dude. You want to just call me a racist? Well, you're an idiot. I'm not a racist, and you're an idiot. And that's my video, guys. Yeah, thanks for watching. I might try to get another video up tomorrow. There's still a lot of stuff I didn't get reviewed that I'm reading, indie stuff that I like. And maybe try out a couple new indie books, and I'll probably throw the Star Wars books on there, because I didn't really read them. I just like, I got so much to read to get my video out as early as possible so you guys can get to the comic shop, or I don't know how many people use this to decide what they're going to buy, but, I like to get it out as early as I can. I'm going to do a review probably tomorrow of some indie stuff I'm reading that came out that I had to read all the Marvel and DCs so far today. I haven't really had a chance to. But, thanks guys, and thanks for watching. And if you want to give me a shout out or criticize something, I probably won't do a video about you. This was my first critic, and I figured why not. I might as well address the issues, because I hate it when people call you something and they don't have even a quarter of the facts, because this guy didn't have any of the facts. And you want to paint me as a racist, well, I have my own channel. This is my YouTube channel, so I'm going to talk about it. If you want to call me a racist or a Nazi or any of that stupid stuff, then I'm going to talk about it, because I'm not. So thanks for watching, guys. You guys have a good day, and enjoy the comics.